What's up, Hingham students? It's been a while. I know I talked to a lot of you last week in a Zoom meeting, but for a lot of you, I haven't seen you in a long time, and I don't like that at all. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of sick of this non-face-to-face thing. Obviously, every Wednesday evening, usually we're face-to-face, but now we're looking at computer screens or phone screens, and it's just different. And I know a lot of you have had a lot of different changes that have happened. Some of you haven't been able to get your licenses. Some of you are nervous about different things that are going to happen in the future, but it's just a whole new world that none of us have ever experienced before. But I also want to encourage you at this time to really think about at this time how you can use this time to grow in your relationship with the Lord as well. However, since it's not possible at this time for us to meet face to face, I plan on sending a video, like I said, every week to you, just like this. But in that video, what I'm hoping to have is I'm going to say hello, have a few announcements. If there are any announcements right now, everything's up in the air. I'll share some ideas of maybe some things you can do, or maybe you have ideas. Send them to me, and I'll try to act them out. But I want to kind of come up with some ideas of what you can do in social distancing and in your quarantine. But if you have any ideas, let me know. But I'll try to come up with stuff like that. On top of that, what I really want to do is every week I plan on saying a few words on a specific subject of the week. Now, this is where you come in. I've put a Google form together that has like 37 or 38 questions. And whether you're in high school or middle school, what I want you to do is, and if there's more than one of you that are in youth group in the house, maybe go through this with your sibling, but really look at those questions and determine out of all those questions, what questions you would like answered. Like what things you would like. You can pick up to 7 questions to answer, to pick. If you try to pick 8, it won't let you submit the questions. But pick up to 7 questions and then hit submit, and then I'll see, and I'll be able to see which questions really get the most traction and which questions I'll spend some time answering. If you could get those into me by this Sunday, that would be greatly appreciated. That way I get a chance to look at the questions, decide, like I say, which one has the most traction, which one's the most popular questions, and then do a little research about those specific questions. So if you can get those into me by Sunday, that would be greatly appreciated. On top of that, if you have a question that's not on there that you really want answered, send it to my email or on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or etc. Just get it to me. If there's a question there you're dying to know the answer to, get it to me. I obviously want to answer questions that you're curious about, and so if there's any way I can help you with that, that would be great. So every week I'll answer at least one of those questions. Depending on how heavy that question is, I might answer more than one question, depending on how much time we have and like I said, how much time it takes to answer that question. I want to encourage you to watch that video. My plan is to make it available as early as Wednesday morning. So my plan is to have that in your hands so that you can watch it any time during the day on Wednesday. That video I will share again to your parents' email addresses as well as on social media. I'll send it out as much as I can as far as putting it out there so you know what to look at. Wednesday nights we are hoping to still do small group via Zoom. The thought right now is to have middle school meet at 6:30 p.m. and high school to meet at 7:30 p.m. We know that some of you, again, have multiple students in your house. So if it's possible, if you have 2 different, if maybe someone can use a phone and someone can use a computer, or like right now I'm recording this on my iPad. If you can use one of those, that way we can meet into our different small groups, and you're not stuck just with 2 of you. Maybe it's a brother and sister in one small group. We'd love to break that up if at all possible. And also we're gonna, like I say, split that up into middle school and high school. So middle school will meet at 6:30, high school at 7:30. What will happen is, if you were part of the Zoom meeting before, great. If you weren't, no big deal. I'll send you the link to the Zoom meeting. We'll all meet together, and what I'll ask you to do is, when you sign in, kind of put your name and then put in parentheses which small group you're in, like Ryan or Steve or whatever it is, or Andrea or Kelly or Allison, whatever it is. Just make sure you do that. Put kind of in parentheses that person's name. That way I can divvy up who's in these different breakouts. So you do that, and then we'll get together. I'll start the meeting out, and then you'll break out into those groups. And you'll get to meet for let's say a half hour, and you'll get to talk, see where all of you are at. If you end early, no big deal. You'll be done for the day. But the goal is just for you to still be able to see your small group leader, to talk to them. They'll have some questions that I'll give them that they can talk to you about, maybe some of the stuff we're talking about. But that's what we're hoping to do. So hopefully this is all making sense. If you have any questions about any of this, if you're like, Josh, I am so lost on what you're talking about, do not hesitate to get a hold of me. Give me a call. Give me a text. Shout out at me on any of those platforms. I would love to answer your questions. All right, that's all I got. Make sure and fill out that form, and if you have siblings, try to decide together what those 7 are that you can agree on, that you would most want answered. That's what we're looking for. And again, I'm hoping to make this fun. This is a situation I was hoping we'd never have to be in, but we're in it. And you know what? We're going to make the best of it. So next week, plan on seeing my first video about this. Again, if you have any questions, let me know, and we'll see you then. Peace. Go Tigers. Go Spartans.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.